What's up, YouTube? Welcome back for another college pickles video. Your boy is back here with Rhett the GOAT. Say what's up.
Woo!
He's obviously hyped. Let's get into it. So, looking at our records from last week, your boy finished. Oh boy, we both did awful.
Yeah.
Jeez, your boy finished 4-6. And then the regional college football expert finished 3-7. So much of an expert we are. God.
It was a tough week. What do you want from us?
Hey, it was definitely a tough week. So I'm sitting at 63 wins. We're sitting at 62 wins. I was able to pass him finally. Took some time, but we got there. And taking a quick look into last week. Some of the games that went down. Obviously, the big one was Michigan-Penn State. Looks like Jim Harbaugh is going to be gone the rest of the season, but they will be appealing that, so we'll see what happens from that. Ole Miss was no match for Georgia. Jaden Daniels put himself in the Heisman race. Absolutely, I'm not going to say that word, but absolutely destroyed the Gators. I was going to say the R word. I didn't know if I could say that.
Yeah.
After destroyed the Gators. Went for 300 yards in the air and 200 on the ground for 5 total touchdowns. Single-handedly won in that game. What else? FSU beat Miami. Of course, they had quarterback issues. The freshman quarterback went down early. Washington beats Utah. Washington stays undefeated, 7-0 in the Pac-12. Oregon's looking sneaky. They're definitely a dark horse for the playoff. What else? Texas, another close game for them. They survive once again. It gets to the point where you think, when will they not survive again? Bama putting their names in the playoff hat. Missouri is legit, destroying Tennessee. And then I think you owe UCF an apology here. Absolutely destroyed Oklahoma State.
I don't owe anyone an apology. I think Oklahoma State,
Call them trash.
the whole University of Oklahoma State should be apologizing to their fans after getting railed on national television.
Honestly.
In the state of Florida.
In the state of Florida, in Orlando.
Wow.
Your brother probably went crazy. He's like, we're live. Full eligibility, here we come. Yes.
No, yeah, he was excited.
Yep. There we go. Gotta mute that. What else we got here? Kansas, the Bean lost. Kansas
of all,
lost to Texas Tech.
he got concussed. This isn't his loss.
Oh, he did?
He got concussed. He was out of the game.
That's true. He did.
He was
I
a
forgot about
third-string
that.
quarterback. I am not taking any Jason Bean slander on this program. All right, you better watch your freaking mouth.
All right. No disrespect coming from my mouth anymore for the Bean. Duke and North Carolina, they got into a shootout.
They did.
North Carolina ended up taking it in what? Double overtime? Yeah.
Double. Yep.
And I think that's it for that recap. Anything you want to mention with the recap?
James Madison still undefeated. It is a travesty that they're not going to be able to compete in the New Year's Six Bowl this year because of eligibility issues. Bama, yeah. I don't know if you touched on Bama, but they absolutely bent over the Kentucky Wildcats. Oh, I do want to go over
Wildcats.
I do want to go over one specific team, and I think you know where I'm going with this one. Go Bulls, baby. 5 wins.
Oh, boy.
We need one more. One more win.
One more.
One more win. Who's it going to go? It's probably not coming against UTSA on Friday, but I'll be watching.
Charlotte?
I'll be watching there. But Charlotte, the week of Thanksgiving.
Watch out.
Please win that game so I can go to the Cure Bowl. I am going to be partying. If USF makes it to the Cure Bowl, best believe I will be midfield drinking high noons all freaking day.
Yeah, and he's gonna drag me to that game too.
And Matt's coming with me.
Hell yeah. All right.
That's it.
Go UCF
I'm good.
Bulls.
I'm good.
All right.
Go Bulls.
With that said, the Heisman race is getting closer and closer each day. This is probably one of the toughest years in the last 10 years. No one's really standing out this year. I mean, not to say that no one's playing great. They're all equally playing great.
Mm-hmm.
But some candidates that come in my mind, it's Bo Nix, Penix. There's 2 Pac-12 quarterbacks. I don't really see anyone from the SEC. Maybe Jaden McDaniels. He put his name in there.
Yep.
But I don't know if I can pick him because he has too many losses. So I honestly don't know where I'm going with the Heisman. What about you, Red? You got any picks for the Heisman?
I mean, if we're looking at SEC, you could throw in Carson Beck, quarterback of Georgia. That's a pretty decent one.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But I would say I'm looking at the past winners right now, and almost every single one here, besides I would say Louisville, Lamar Jackson, Robert Griffin III, most of the teams who win, or most of the players who win the Heisman are on a team who makes the playoff, historically. Caleb Williams didn't make the playoff, but they had 1 loss, I think, last year, maybe 2. I can't remember USC last year. But they were a fringe playoff team the whole year. So it's got to go to a team that's in the cusp of playoffs. So we can eliminate some names. I mean, we've got, for names in the Heisman running, Bo Nix. You got Michael Penix.
I forgot about J.J. McCarthy.
Yep, J.J. McCarthy. You can even throw Blake Corum in the name, too, with his 17 touchdown rushes. Jordan Travis. I just forgot the guy's name.
Who?
Kyle McCord, Marvin Harrison, Ohio State.
Oh, Kyle McCord, your favorite player.
There's no shot he's winning it. Are you kidding me? Maybe if they had a handicapped Heisman Award, he would win that.
There you go. There it is.
But obviously, my front runner, this is completely unbiased. It's just objective based on how they played the whole year. It's going to go to my boy Jordan Travis over at Florida State Seminoles. He is very clearly the best player in the nation. No bias there. All the pundits are talking about him. Jordan Travis is going to cement himself as the Heisman champion when he throws for 450 and has 18 touchdowns against Louisville on December 3rd. Go Noles.
Hey, yo. All right, well, there's your pick. Very dark horse pick right there. I could definitely see it being Jordan Travis if he was more, I don't know, if he stood out more, but I think they just give it to Penix by default.
No, I think all seriousness, the winner of the Heisman is going to be
J.J. McCarthy?
No, it's going to be between Washington and Oregon. Whoever wins that Pac-12 championship game, if both of them make it,
see that.
Undefeated, 1 loss, whoever wins that game is going to be in the playoff. They will give the Heisman to that quarterback.
I can see that.
But they both have to go to the game as they are right now, 5 and 6. That's the only way this works.
Yeah. They had to make it to the playoff.
Yeah.
So, if he meets that standards, there he goes. So definitely a tough Heisman race. Mm-hmm. Now, let's move on to this week's game. And I definitely came better prepared for this week's game.
Oh.
I took my notes.
Whoa.
All right. First game we got on the list, we got Louisville at Miami. Now, Louisville is sitting at 9-1, 6-1 conference play, having an incredible season for the program. Miami sitting at 6-4 overall, 2-4 conference play. Pretty disappointing season for them, especially with Tyler Van Dyke. He's having, he's not Van Dyke no more. He lost that. He tried to trademark it. That's gone. Especially since he got benched for a freshman quarterback. Freshman quarterback went down, had to go back in the game, and as expected, Florida State won. Now taking a look at these two teams, they're two high-scoring teams. Both average over 30 points a game. Both team has good rushing defense, as both only average they only allow 91 rushing yards per game. Both have good defenses. both have good strength of schedule. And I want you to know Van Dyke will start this game. And the issue with Van Dyke is he definitely turns the ball over a ton. He has 12 picks this season. Jake Plummer, he's been a more consistent quarterback. And Louisville's defense has been impressive this season. And so this is a tough matchup for sure. Who's the favorite here? Louisville's favored by 1. So that just shows how close this one is. Miami's at home. But I can't pick with Van Dyke being so inconsistent right now. He's a turnover machine. I believe he has most of those picks are coming from the last 4 games, which is insane. So with that said, I'm gonna stick with Louisville. I like the offense to put up points and the defense to make plays. Give me the Cardinals on the road.
I'm yawning because I'm tired. It's been a tough week at work.
Sorry to bore you.
No. A 1-point spread is rough. I'm not going to lie. Miami Hurricanes, we've been over this plenty of times, but their home field advantage is almost non-existent. Hard Rock Stadium's way too big for them. They barely even fill up 50% of that stadium. Home field advantage is not going to be a factor in this game. Weather is not going to be a factor. It's practically a dome. This is just going to be the better team wins, and Louisville has the better running back.
Definitely rain.
Arguably. But isn't Hard Rock retractable? Or no?
No.
Am I tripping? Okay. My fault. So yeah, rain could affect it, but I think all the rain, I don't know about you, but here in Tampa, it's bad weather. We've been getting poured on all week.
It's been raining here today.
So I think the weather's going to subside. It'll be fine this weekend. And if weather's not a factor, even if the wind is crazy, Louisville just runs the ball down your throat with their dual running backs. The only name I know on the top of my head is Jordan. And honestly, he could be a front runner for the Heisman if he didn't get hurt for 3 games. I mean, 976 yards rushing is crazy. He is the backbone of this team. He's going to lead Cardinals to victory, which leads to a very exciting matchup against Kentucky next week for Louisville. I don't know if Kentucky's as good as we thought they were, but that's a fun matchup right there. That's a fun matchup. 2 Russian teams. Fun.
Yeah. Good SEC versus ACC matchup. Looking forward to that one. That's good. All right. Moving on. We got the Mustangs versus the Tigers.
That was my middle school. The Mustangs.
The Mustangs?
Yeah.
With that said, Mustangs are 8-2, 6-0 in conference play. I bet your middle school didn't go 6-0 in conference play. And then the Tigers, overall 8-2, 5-1 in conference play. 2 really good teams. They're definitely on their own streak. SMU won their last 5, probably even longer than that. Memphis won their last 4 and did lose to Tulane. Not a bad loss to them at all. Both these 2 teams have good offenses. The difference between these 2 teams is definitely comes in the defense. As both team averages 39 points a game. The difference here is Memphis allows 28 points a game, whereas SMU allows 16 points a game. And that can definitely come with the rushing defense. Memphis allows 174 rushing yards per game, whereas SMU only allows 117. But a thing to mention between between these 2 teams is I think Memphis definitely had like a harder strength of schedule here, playing Tulane, your USF, your Bulls. Yeah, exactly. And just teams like that. SMU, I think, had an easier schedule versus teams like East Carolina, Rice, and yeah.
Whoa.
What?
JT Barrett and Rice. How dare you call them weak?
I can't believe you. You do this every week. It's JT Daniels.
I don't care.
JT Barrett's been gone.
I don't see color, dude. It's JT Barrett. Freaking racist.
Good point.
God.
But either way, I'm definitely going to go with SMU just because of that defensive side of the ball. I'm going to trust their defense to slow down the Memphis Tigers here. So with that said, I got SMU.
I like the point you made about Memphis and their schedule. If you look a little deeper, they've struggled in almost every game they played. Every game they played has been close.
Yep.
I mean, UAB, they pulled away late, but if you watch that game, it was close. SMU has ran through their competition. Absolutely, like hot knife through butter. They have not struggled at all since September. I don't know who they played, but since September, they have not struggled. They lost 2. I don't know who they lost to. I don't care. This game has a lot of implications for the conference championship game. Not even who's going to make it, but who's going to host this game. Because in the American Conference, the number 1 seed hosts the conference championship game. So right now we have Tulane, SMU, UTSA, all undefeated. Don't worry about UTSA, guys. USF's going to knock them off on Friday night. So
we got it handled.
Don't worry about them. They will be, the Roadrunners, they will be fucked on Friday.
I know most of you guys watching are worried about that team. No worries. We got it covered.
Yeah. I know you guys are tuning in for that one. I don't know much about these 2 teams. I just know Memphis struggled against my USF Bulls, and that's enough to pick them. Just kidding. I like SMU. It's my alma mater in middle school. Go Mustangs. Love you guys. I like SMU. I like their mascot. Their logo is pretty sick. Memphis, they're bland. It's in the Liberty Bowl. Who fucking cares about the Liberty Bowl, dude? Give me SMU Mustangs.
Liberty. All right.
Liberty Bibbity.
There you have it. Liberty. Moving on. We got Appalachian State Mountaineers. Okay. 64 overall, 4-2 conference play. And then we have the should-be 4 seed for the college football playoffs.
Whoa.
James Madison Duke.
Whoa.
Undefeated. 10-0 overall. 6-0 in conference play. Come on now.
Wow.
Get them going. Get them there. The NCAA makes some stupid rules.
Hype
they should definitely be making to a bowl
Hype
game.
them up, Matt. Come on.
I know. And guess what? Screw the notes. We're going to use college football math.
Oh.
All right? Look at these 2 teams. They both played Georgia State. Appalachian State beat Georgia State 42-14. James Madison beat them 42-14. That means we're going to have a tie. Psych! You thought. Because they both played Marshall. Appalachian State beat them 31-9. James Madison beat them 20-9. That's 11 points. That's forget Marshall. No one asked about Marshall. They both played Old Dominion.
There we go.
James Madison beat Old Dominion. Appalachian State lost to Old Dominion.
Boom!
Come on. We got James Madison here, man.
Pow!
Look at this. Their defense only allows 61 rushing yards per game.
Scrubs.
That's insane. That's the difference between this matchup. It's the defense. James Madison is legit. They're here. They're showing out. They're 11-0.
Wow.
Let's go Duke.
Incredible. Capitals all throughout that word. Amazing.
Love this team.
Now, they're going to lose this week. No. The first time I heard of James Madison was, I want to say 2013 College Game Day when they went there for an FCS matchup against North Dakota State. That was a huge game day. I mean, they freaking showed out.
They were there last year too.
Fans. Were they there last year?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
I think they were there last year. They were there recently.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember back then, and then Lee Corso dressed as the Duke. No, I think he dressed as Ben Franklin. It was weird. But
yeah, it was either the Bulldog or Ben Franklin. It was one of those two.
I think it was Ben Franklin. But App State is projected to play USF in the Cure Bowl. So I'm curious to see how they're going to play. I'm not going to watch this game. God, no. Who the fuck? What? Who's going to watch this game? Are you kidding me? 28,000 people in the stands? Ugh.
Heck yeah.
Ugh.
The Dukes.
I'm not covering this game. Give me James Madison to win this game by a million.
Hell yeah. All right. Moving on. We got Utah.
Woo!
Butt crack of the U.S.
What?
7-3 overall. 4-3 conference play.
What?
They could be something else since they got Salt Lake City.
Oh.
But Arizona, they're 7-3 overall, 5-2 in conference play. And this Arizona team has been impressive. They've been on a streak here. The last 4 wins, pretty solid competition. The last loss comes to USC. I need to play USF. Go Bulls. USC
Go
Trojans.
Bulls.
Protect yourself at all times.
Protect yourself.
They lost in triple overtime. So it's a good loss, I say. And then they went on a tear. They beat Washington State, Oregon State, UCLA, and Colorado. 4 great wins right there. Utah, they won 3 of the last 5. They beat the teams like Cal, USC, and Arizona State. And both of those losses you can't really complain about. They lost to those 2 teams that are going to play for the Pac-12 championship. They lost to Oregon and they lost to Washington.
Okay.
Come on now. But these 2 teams, Utah, not a strong offense, of course. No Cam Rising. Still waiting for when he's going to come back. Since the beginning of the season. Haven't heard anything yet.
You're still waiting.
Heard he's not for the season.
You're still waiting.
I'm still waiting for the news. But without them, this Utah team has only been able to average 170. They only average 170 passing yards, and they allow 214 passing yards per game. As for Arizona, they average 280 passing yards. They allow 235. So the pass defense for Arizona might not be able to slow down this Utah offense. But, I think Utah's offense is going to slow themselves down. They don't pass the ball a lot, but they're strong when it comes to rushing. And both these defenses are pretty solid. At least the run defense for Arizona, at least. Arizona's been red hot. Utah is a good team. What's the spread here? They got Arizona. Arizona's favored by 1. I kind of like that. So I got Arizona at home. Give me Arizona.
Love that. This game scares me only because it's at 2:30 our time. So it's going to be a noon kickoff game in Arizona. I want to say the last couple weeks,
good point.
They play majority of their games at night and Pac-12 after dark. It's going to be tough to see. I don't know how to predict this. I like Arizona. I think they're going to win this game. But just keep an eye out for something wacky to happen in this game with a noon kickoff for a Pac-12 team. That's crazy. It happened with Oregon and Washington, so, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
But for Arizona, this is their first noon game, I think, probably since the beginning of the season. I like Arizona, though. I don't like Utah and their quarterbacks right now. Bryson Barnes and Nate Johnson. You got to pick one player to lead your team. And they're still doing a dual quarterback system. I don't like it. I like Utah. I think they're going to be good next year because Cam Rising should be back.
Cam Rising.
But for this year, they're going to be stuck in the Las Vegas Bowl against, let's say, Kentucky.
Missouri?
No, Missouri's going to be in New Year's Six Bowl this year if they keep playing the way they're playing. But, they'll play against Kentucky in the Las Vegas Bowl. The Jimmy Kimmel Las Vegas Bowl. One of those.
The Jimmy Kimmel Bowl.
Whatever. Utah, very big, very large step back. But this is Houston's time. They're projected to make the Holiday Bowl against it's probably North Carolina again. North Carolina was in it last year. But give me Arizona Wildcats.
All right. On the same page there. Honestly, I thought we were going to pick Utah, but that's fine. Moving on to the next game. We got Illinois at Iowa. And remember how low the spread was, or not the spread, the over-under was last week? It was like 27.5.
Yep.
Well, guess what? The game went under.
I know. 22-0. My records let me down once again.
Dude, that's like the lowest over-under in a long time. And they still won. That's insane. So, we got the Fighting Illini. What the heck is that? Nobody knows. They're sitting at 5-5 overall, 3-4 in conference play. Iowa, surprising 8-2, 5-2 conference play. And here's a surprising stat. Iowa averages 18 points a game and only allows 12. So, that offensive coordinator is gone for sure. And he's never going to reach that 25 point per game goal set by his contract.
What's 18 plus 12?
30.
And what's the over-under for this game?
30.5.
I think we got a conspiracy on our hands.
Bro, Vegas, what are you doing? I didn't even notice that. Good catch. Illinois averaged 23.8 points a game, but they allowed 29 points a game. So that's a horrible difference to have. So I'm going to trust Iowa to at least put up 3 points and Illinois to put up 0 points. I'm expecting a 3-0 win here for Iowa.
Wow. And they'll cover that
Give me
way.
the under, of course.
They'll cover, too. That's crazy.
It'll be a push.
Oh, push. Whatever. Illinois has been a shocking team for many. I think Kirk Herbstreit had them as their dark horse for the Big Ten. That looks bad.
Yeah, I remember that.
That looks bad. Iowa, every time I pick Iowa to win, they lose. Every time I pick them to lose, they win. I'm in a little bit of a conundrum right now, but I'm going Iowa Hawkeyes.
Hell yeah. For the kids.
Which means the Fighting Illini are going to win this game.
Frick. If you're going to go down, you're taking me with you, huh?
Yep.
All right. Moving on. Next, we got North Carolina at Clemson. Heck of a matchup. Clemson, they started the season out poorly. But since then, they started to pick it up. But in the last 5, they did lose to Miami and North Carolina State.
Mm-hmm.
But they also picked up wins against Notre Dame and Georgia Tech. So I see that things turning around for Clemson. As for Duke, they've been struggling the last 5 games. They were able to be a tough Miami team, but lost to Virginia, lost to Virginia Tech. Had to get a somewhat of a bye. They faced this no-name team that I never heard of.
Campbell.
And then they played, who?
Campbell.
Who's Campbell?
The Humps. The Humpbacks.
Exactly. The Humpbacks. Yeah, they really got humped in the back. But
whoa.
And then they played Duke. They survived Duke. And they won in double overtime. And they allowed Duke to score 45 without Riley Leonard. So, just looking at some stats here, Clemson averages 21 points a game. North Carolina averages or allows 235 passing yards a game. And they average 321 passing yards per game. So, North Carolina can definitely put up points. Mm-hmm. It's going to be up to Clemson's defense to limit this North Carolina offense. Because I think this Clemson offense can definitely put up points on this North Carolina defense. Mm-hmm. What's going to help them is Clemson only allows 109 rushing yards per game, so that'll help limit the rushing attack. Maybe force Drake May to try to convert on 3rd and long. So I definitely think Clemson's defense is going to step up here, and that's why I'm going to take Clemson at home. And they're favored by 6.5. I didn't realize that. They're the favorites here. Nice.
Good job, pal. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job, buddy. No. If this game was at noon, I would be with you in saying Clemson. But because it's not at noon, it's at 3:30. It's a home game. It doesn't matter. They're almost unbeatable when they play at home at noon. That's my only stat. Give me Tar Heels, Drake May, win this game. It sucks you're going to be in the Holiday Bowl or the ReliaQuest Bowl here in Tampa. Maybe the...
At least they'll be in a bowl.
Maybe the... shit. What other bowl games are there in that time? Whatever. You're going to be in a bowl game that's on January 1st or December 31st. Congratulations, North Carolina.
Congratulations. Keep it up.
Congrats.
You're doing great.
Congrats.
We believe in you.
They were in the Holiday Bowl last year. I predict they're going to be in the Holiday Bowl again this year. They're going to play a good Pac-12 team, though. Probably Utah. I mean, I think I got that one locked down. It's either Utah or Oregon State at this point. North Carolina Tar Heels, give me them to win by 1 million.
You got the Tar Heels?
Tar Heels, baby.
All right. With that said, we're going to move on to our game of the week.
What?
University of Nevada, Las Vegas Rebels at Air Force Falcons. Matt Ryan.
Excuse me?
So, I said Matt Ryan.
Don't ever talk about Matt Ryan like that again.
Wait, he's not good enough for Air Force? Come on now.
Can I take this one over?
Go for it. Take it over.
Okay. This is going to be great analysis right here. UNLV also stands for University of Nevada, Las Vegas. I don't know if you knew that or not. Versus the Air Force Fighting Falcons. You know who else likes Air Force?
Who?
Tom Cruise. You know who's 5'3" like Tom Cruise?
Yeah?
You.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, you know who's 5'3" like Tom Cruise?
Oh, hold on. Pause. Hey, yo, that's a whole violation. Time out.
You know who can fly jets like Tom Cruise? Dan. You know who's also Muslim?
Ooh.
Dan. You see where I'm going with this? I'm kidding.
Hey, yo! Chill, bro.
I think we're going to differ on this one. I have the Rebels. I like the Rebels' color.
Oh.
They're pretty nice. Air Force, who fucking cares about the servicemen? You know what I'm saying? They serve our country and they think they can get 3 federal holidays. Boring. Give me the Rebels.
All right. That's fine. You know what's in Nevada?
What?
Las Vegas.
Whoa.
You know who's in Las Vegas?
Who?
Zach Galifianakis.
Okay.
You know what he's good at?
Okay.
Counting cards.
All right. Keep going.
Give me the Air Force.
Oh.
I got Air Force.
And let me just say, I respect our servicemen. That was satire. It was a joke. They can all kick my ass at once in unison.
Yep. And I respect the Hangover.
Happy Veterans Day, by the way.
All right. Happy Oh.
That's the reason I said that, because Veterans Day just passed.
That's true.
I
didn't realize that touch. Yeah, there you go. I didn't realize that until I tried to go to the DMV and they were closed.
Yeah, you got to pay for that speeding ticket, huh?
Yeah.
Or are you going to trial for that child you hit? Is that what this is about?
Whoa! Stop throwing accusations out, man. You can't be saying that. Jeez.
What about that old lady? How's she
All
doing?
right.
Did you broke her
Moving
hip?
on. Moving on. We got Kansas State at Kansas. One hell of a matchup. We don't know if the Bean is playing or not. Do you know? He's probably in concussive protocol, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it's looking good.
Yeah, so the Bean is under question, and without the Bean, Kansas is going to be in trouble.
Yep.
Kansas had a disappointing loss against Texas Tech last week. They also have a good win over Oklahoma and a good win over UCF, which Red Stills owes an apology to that whole program. But the difference here is that Kansas State, they average 38 points a game. That's really good for them. They only allow 18, and I don't know how Kansas is going to be able to keep up with them without the Bean. Kansas averages 35, even with the Bean, but they also allow 35. So I can expect Kansas State to go wild here. It's probably a high-scoring game here. I like Kansas State on the road. Kansas State's favored by 8, and I like that. So give me Kansas State.
If there's no Bean, who's going to flick it? You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
Give me the Wildcats. No Bean, no Dream. Wildcats.
You can even use college football math here, bro. Kansas State beat Texas Tech. Kansas lost to Texas Tech. Easy. Boom. Moving on.
No Bean.
Next, we got...
This ain't clean.
What? What do you mean it ain't clean? Jesus, dude. This is an expert analysis breakdown here. If it ain't clean, it ain't the Bean.
Yeah. Gotta clean the Bean, baby.
Clean the Bean. All right, next. We got Washington at Oregon State.
Yeah.
Washington, undefeated, good team. The only problem is they allow the other teams to come close. And that can be a concern because Oregon State is a pretty good team. They're pretty dangerous. So I'm expecting a close game here. Plus, Oregon State is at home. and they won 4 of the last 5 games with only loss coming from a hot Arizona team. Huskies won the last 5 with including teams like Oregon, USC, Utah. They keep it close, but they always find a way to win. That's what the good teams do. Washington averages 41 points. They allow 23 points a game. Oregon State averages 37 points a game, but allow 20 points a game. So watch out for this Oregon State team. Washington only averages 125 rush yards a game, and they allow 140. So the Oregon State could probably run on them and find success. And actually, Oregon State is favored here by 2.5. That's kind of surprising. Oregon State has an opportunity to ruin Washington's playoff hopes here. So, honestly, sneaky team right there. But I'm going to stick with Washington. I like Michael Penix. I think they'll find a way to win this. They're a good team. They should be able to find a way to win this.
It's interesting. This game has Friday night written all over it, yet it's being played on Saturday night. I think that hurts.
Pac-12,
that hurts Oregon State because Oregon State is, as far as I'm concerned, undefeated when they play on Friday night at home.
Yeah.
I mean, they beat Utah this year. That was their only Friday night game. But I have Washington in my playoff, so I need them to keep winning. Give me the Huskies.
Yeah, and just to piggyback on that Friday night point, good point, because Saturdays, Oregon State fans are probably lumberjacking, so I don't know if the fans are going to be at the game here. They'll be probably too busy collecting lumber.
Okay.
So we'll see the turnout for this game, so that's a good point.
Too busy
usually
chewing tobacco?
Yeah, that too. So we'll see what happens. It might have an effect on the players. Their stamina might be drained. DJ Ooga Booga, we'll know what happens with him. But he's Samoan, so he's pretty tough.
Wow, that was racist. Jesus.
All right. That's racist? Call him tough because he's Samoan?
Jesus.
The Samoans are tough, man.
Wow.
They're built different.
All right.
All right. That's respect. Moving on. We got Texas at Iowa State. Another good matchup here. Texas, man, they have been dropping the ball recently. And I mean dropping the ball as in allowing teams to come close towards the end of the game. Early in the game, they usually kind of they find a lot of success. Later in the game, they kind of start choking, which is a concern. TCU got close to go within 3. Kansas State took it to overtime, and Texas only won by 3 as well. Texas is going to be on the road. Iowa State won 4 of the last 5, but again, weak competition. The likes of TCU, Cincinnati, Baylor, BYU, the last decent team they played, they lost, Kansas.
Okay.
But Texas is on the road, favored by 7.5.
On the road again.
I like their. Yep, on the road again. So it's Texas, exactly. Texas averages 183 rushing yards per game, but they only allow 90. That rushing defense is nice with it. So give me Texas to win here. They're definitely another potential team to make it to the college football playoffs. We'll see. The playoffs are going to be interesting this year.
Wow. Give me.
You yawning? You sleeping on Texas?
I'm sleeping on you, man. You're boring me to sleep right now. Jesus. Your charisma
man.
is out. Your charisma is on fire right now. Whew. Texas.
Oh boy.
Texas. I was actually just thinking we both have 3 teams still able to make our playoff predictions. And I say that because you have Georgia and Alabama in yours. And that's probably not going to happen this year unless Bama beats them. But so you can actually get all 4. It's just the order might be a bit different, you know? But I'll give you that. You still have 4 viable teams in the playoff. I have 3.
Somewhat.
I need you to not predict the playoff correctly because then you will never let me hear the end of it. That being said, give me the Cyclones to pull off some kind of crazy upset. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can't.
It's locked in.
I can't.
It's locked in.
I'm locked.
It's locked in. It's too late. You're done. It's locked in.
No, I'm kidding. I picked Iowa State 2 times this year, and they let me down both times. I can't do that again. The Longhorn. I'll pick Texas Tech to beat the Longhorns next week. How about that? We can shake on it right now.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Got it. That's my pick locked in for next week.
All right, dude. If I predict the college football playoffs and the winner, I'm the college football expert.
Yep.
The student becomes a master.
Yep. True.
All right. Any other interesting matchups you want to talk about?
Give me a second.
Anything else sticking out to you?
Give me a second.
We got a UCF, Texas Tech.
Oh, it's a great game on Friday night at 9 p.m. on ESPN2. South Florida, SOUTHFLORIDA, South Florida, go Bulls! They're playing Friday night against the Roadrunners. Meep. They freaking suck. They're a bunch of losers over there at the University of Texas San Antonio. Screw it. They're racist over there in San Antonio. Here in South Florida, we're not racist. We're progressive. Give me the Bulls. Say no to racism,
Speak
kids.
for yourself.
Say no to racism.
Speak for yourself. All right. Can you guess what the line is for this game?
What, for South Florida?
Yeah.
You're saying the spread or the over-under?
Yeah. Can you guess the spread?
It's going to be UTSA 9.
9?
Yeah.
You're close. UTSA by 16.
What? What?
That's insane.
Go fuck yourself, Vegas.
That's crazy.
Go fuck yourself, Vegas.
Should I take USF here with the points?
Yes. How much we
All
betting?
right.
$20?
Let's do
It'll be
it.
the easiest $20 you ever make back.
Hell yeah. Here's our gambling expert too. He's the college football expert on the side. All right. With all that said, that wraps up what is this, week 12? What the hell?
Yep.
Anyways, that wraps up. Speaking of which, I just got an ad from ESPN with Oregon, bodacious.
Whoa.
Does that mean Oregon's going to make the college football playoffs?
Maybe.
Come back to this video if they do. ESPN's like speaking to me. But anyways, that wraps up week 12. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all you guys. Make sure to like the video. Comment down below. And if you subscribe to the channel, Rhett's going to give you his expert betting package for free. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Shoot him a DM. And thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. Rhett, any closing words?
Just subscribe to Hustlers University. That's where I get all my alpha energy from every week. That's why I'm able to say the things I'm able to say. And respect your veterans.
Yeah, you can tell the alpha energy with the poster in the background. But with that said, you heard the man.
Shots fired.
Subscribe.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Subscribe to the channel. We're making moves. Thank you guys for watching. And peace. Catch you next time.
Peace.